think a better word to discuss in this situation might be pressure.
I don't think there's any question about that, Kate. With every one of these playoff rounds, that pressure just grows. It increases. That Super Bowl gets closer and closer. And your game, well, it's got to increase with it. If you can't take your level of play up a notch from the previous week, can't rise to the occasion and find that extra gear befitting the situation we're in, well, that's the week you're going to be sent home and be a fan like the rest of us.
And he's brought down just inside the 25. So the Ravens offense taking over for the first time here. And they're brought out by someone who is the modern example of an elite running quarterback, the multiple-time MVP, Lamar Jackson.
He may not have been the guy to win him the game last week. Not a huge amount of production, but he certainly wasn't the one who lost it. And we get to these rounds of the playoffs, we know this is true. It's oftentimes the team and the quarterback who doesn't make the mistakes that often moves on to the next round.
Slot man motioned over. Jackson looking to throw right away. His pass is complete. That's Zay Flowers.
I'm not going to lie, I know they got a completion, and completions, you never turn them down. But to make that throw for those yards in the double coverage, that is way too much risk for that reward.
Lamar now from the gun. Pressure coming, and he's taken down. The Browns got him. And this defense going to try to hang on to that momentum, Brock, as they go for another stop on third down. Third and long for him here. Into the hands of Walker. And it's good yardage, but they tackle him short of the sticks. Now on fourth down, one of the greats, Johnny Hecker, out to punt this away. Takes this in at the 25. It's a nice running on that return. He gets it up past the 35. So here are the Browns now, headed out for their first drive. They'll be led out by one of the league's promising young, talented quarterback in his first season out of Arkansas.
For all the success this young man has found in his rookie season, and there's been a lot of it, leading them to the #1 seed, well now here's the moment. Is he the guy who can get the job done in the postseason? Be the player who elevates everybody around him. He's passed every test so far. Now they only get tougher.
And he's going to be driven out by a defender just before he can get it up to midfield. First and 10 from a yard shy of midfield. Out of the shotgun, they'll give it to him inside. Can't slip that initial tackle. Stops made for no gain on that first down play. Well, nothing doing on the last run. It's second and 10. Going from the gun here. Catch made. And he'll cross the 50 and start pushing onto the opposing side of the field.
You know, Kate, over the years, I have heard defensive coordinators say, hey, you got to earn the right to rush your passer. You got to earn the right for me to call blitzes. And when you call a blitz and you don't get home and you don't hit the quarterback, you've earned nothing.
That one intended for Jahan Dotson. And 4th and 4 coming up. Don't want to punt from here, but too far for a field goal as well. They're going for it here. Now looking to throw. He finds it beyond the marker. And he's taken down at the 30. The offense out there on fourth down, Brock, and look at the result. A big gain. They got 15 and the first. He has room past the 25. And they bring him down, but not before he advances it all the way to the 20. They get an even 10 on that play. And that gives the Browns a first. From the red zone on first. Pocket isn't holding up. They're able to drop him. And they're going to be forced to regroup a bit ahead of second down.
And right there's the danger, Kate. When you put the ball in the air, how many times do we see these coordinators, when you get a nice run, right, you gain some steam on the ground?
He's in trouble, and they bring him down again. It's a repeat of the last play. That's going to bring them to third down. Here he goes, third and long. Complete beyond the marker. And he will not score, but that does set him off, Brock, with first and goal, less than a yard away from the end zone.
Now, right there, that's what you want to see on your opening drive. Boom! Connect on a big shot, and instantly you set a tone that you're not going to be afraid to be aggressive in this.
And he gets in, touchdown! The Browns have a great first drive and get the game's first points. Now the PAT try coming up. Extra point sent right down the middle. And the Browns will jump out to a 7-0 lead. empty, and they will kick it away here. Fielded just shy of the end zone. And that's going to set them up just beyond their own 20. The Ravens offense returning to the field for their second possession. They didn't start the game off like they wanted, Brock. Still searching for that opening first down as they take the field a second time. First down, here's Lamar. Ooh, not much time to adjust, but he catches it still off the tip. And they will finally catch up to him just a second before he can reach that 40. On the 39 now after that explosive start to this drive. Here's Derrick Henry getting it on the ground. Dropped by the first guy he met. No gain on that first down run. Last run, not a lot of help, Brock. 9 to go now on second down. Jackson, quick pass wide. And he's brought down after a short gain. Browns are in the nickel for this third down call. Air it out on third. He's able to hit Flowers. Caught. At the 20. He does it. Touchdown, Baltimore. The Ravens reach pay dirt for the first time this game. Zay Flowers, the touchdown. An extra point is up and through by Luke. And the Ravens tie this game 7-7. Now after tying this game up, they're all set to send her away. To return, Jerome Ford. Showing a little burst so far. And a great opportunity for this offense. He's out of bounds all the way up at the 40-yard line. Onto the field comes the Browns offense for the second time. And that last drive, no answer for what they were doing through the air. So expect some tighter coverage this time around. The Browns, nice field position here as they start out 1st and 10. Gun. They'll give it to him inside. Ooh, he made most of that one. Didn't he give him 9 yards on that first down carry? Less than a ruler needed here on second down.
It's second and inches.
Looking to throw here. We had it for a moment, but a great defensive play to jar it loose. Incomplete. You go middle of the field against zone coverage, Brock. You know this firsthand. You are throwing into rush hour, and there aren't a lot of easy completions to be found in that part of the field.
Yeah, and a lot of those throws, Kate, you're signing your guy up to take some sort of hit. It's on you to protect your guys. Credit that defense for flying around and making the play.
They stop him just short and force a 4th and 1. Going for it on their own side, Brock. Okay, bold call, but they only need a yard. Back-to-back carries here. And he's officially in the enemy territory now. They're going to give him the opposing 49.
First and 10 at the 40.
Throw here on first. Dump off caught by his back. And he'll be brought down at about the 29. They pick up 20 yards there. And that's good for a Cleveland first down.
First and 10 at the 29-yard line.
Here's Jerome Ford for the first time this game. And second down is going to be a good bit tougher. He can't even get back to the line. This play loses yards.
Tackled back at the 33-yard line.
So that's the end of one in this AFC Divisional Round contest. Both teams neck and neck so far. We'll return to Huntington Bank Field after this. We're ready now for the second quarter. Browns in control of it. They have second down behind the sticks. They'll go play action. Bails out of the pocket quick. Now here he goes. And he takes it across the 30 before heading out.
Well, you don't get the first down, but I'll tell you this, Kate, that drives the defense and the defensive coordinator nuts. They do everything right. They win, and yet still QB makes something out of nothing.
And this time they're going to get to him before he can get that pass away as he goes down. And a field goal try coming up shortly from the Browns. And this kick is good. He needed to get all of it there, and he did. And that's going to break our tie and give him a 3-point advantage.
A lot of them may make it look automatic, but you get this deep, and those field goals are far from a certainty. It took all this concentration, every bit of his strength, to send that puppy through.
Here's Smith on the return. And he's brought down just beyond that 25-yard line. The Ravens and Zay Flowers ready for another look on offense. They really had the passing game clicking on that last touchdown drive, partner. We'll see if they stick with that or if they mix things up a bit on this series. And he just gets rid of it. Knew he had a couple of plays left. Didn't want to take a risk there on first down.
Once that quarterback broke the pocket, kind of turns into like a zone read option a little bit. Kate, you got a couple choices. Keep it yourself or try to force the throw. There was nowhere to go. He really should have used his legs.
And he's going to have this out near the 40, just a little bit short of this. They get 13 on the pickup. And that'll be first down, Baltimore.
First and 10 at the 39-yard line.
Out of the gun, Henry. Can't slip that initial tackle. Stops made for no gain on that first down play. And nothing doing on the last run. It's second and 10.
Second and 10.
From the gun, Jackson has him on the quick hitter. Ooh, and the stop made awfully close to the marker and in midfield. It's going to be third and short now from the 49. Here's Lamar on the sneak. And they're going to down him by contact as they've got enough for a new set of downs.
Everybody understood the assignment right there. For one guy, the quarterback, get the snap and make the marker. For the other 10, drive like mad, push like crazy, and create that space for the first.
Has it in close. And he fights his way down to the 35 before the defense can get him out. Markers reset, ball at the 37.
That's another Baltimore first down.
Throwing now on first down, it's Jackson. Short pass brought in. And he'll get this down at the 33-yard line. Second and 6 coming up here.
4 yards on the pickup. Second and 6 at the 33-yard line.
Shotgun snap to Jackson. He takes it himself. He's got it in the red zone. And they're going to stop him, but he got enough to make it first and goal from the 8.
Obviously, a defense wants to take away all the reads and prevent any kind of big throw for the first down. Fine. Well, this QB, he'll just lower his head and gash the defense with one of the biggest runs of the game.
And they take this in for the score. The Ravens take a second quarter lead. It's a Lamar Jackson touchdown. Luke tacks on the extra point. And the Ravens take a 4-point lead.
Ravens 14, Browns 10.
All set up. Here's Luke to kick it away. Here's Ford on the return. And that's going to set them up just beyond their own 20. The Cleveland offense back out and getting set for the drive. And they'll have a little momentum as they take the field here after their kicker drilled a deep one to end their last drive with points. Browns look just about ready, Brock. Here comes first and 10. Drive start to the quick throw left, complete. And he's going to be brought down up to the 28-yard line.
That is a textbook first down completion. Sets up second and very manageable and creates space to take that shot downfield.
They're going to try and throw it here. That's Dotson with a catch out right. And he'll pick up enough to move the chains. Ball at the 33 for first down. Here's a throw. Finds him over the middle. And he's tackled after gaining a handful.
It's not just imperative that a quarterback knows man or zone. Same thing for a receiver, especially on a drag route. When he sees zone coverage like that, just settle down, find the...
And there's a man there. It's intercepted. Roquan Smith with the pick. Well, we all know, Brock, those slot guys start piling up receptions, and that makes them a priority target for the defense. They kept someone nearby, and they pick off that check down.
Yeah, if a play breaks down in today's football, like back in my day, last century, well, you check down the running back. That's not the case anymore. These slot receivers, well, they're as big a security blanket as running backs are, but the defenses, to your point, Kate, they figured it out too. And that defense, well, they didn't just figure it out in their head. They went out and executed with their bodies to take it away.
At the 30-yard line.
So Reed, they'll hand off to Henry. And they're going to be set up with a 1st and goal here from the 7.
To me, now is the time to step on the gas, and you see this more and more in today's game, and it's the right move. Get that explosive run, get right back to the line of scrimmage, and don't let this defense breathe.
Putting one of the tight ends in motion right. The play clock ran all the way down there, and this is going to cost the offense.
Delay of game, offense.
Everyone was set, and at the line, the quarterback just didn't snap it before the play clock hit 0. Right side, quick pass, complete. And he'll be taken down at the last possible moment. He's at the 1. So it's the 2-minute warning here from Cleveland. The Ravens with a chance to boost their lead. Another chance to get that lone yard. Here's 2nd and goal. Man in motion here. And he gets in. Touchdown, Baltimore. The Ravens grow their lead just before halftime. It's a Lamar Jackson touchdown. An extra point is up and through by Luke. And the Ravens drive their lead to 11. All set up. Here's Luke to kick it away. This one's fielded at the 4-yard line. And this drive will start inside the 25. Cleveland's offense all set to take over. And Brock, they are really struggling to get their feet under them in the first half. They've got to find some resiliency, really stabilize things here in the postseason. Into traffic, complete. And this one does not go far.
A 3-yard pickup.
Takes the handoff, now to throw. Finds him on the crossing route. And he's going to be driven out by a defender just before he can get it up to midfield. It's a gain of 22. And that gives the Browns a 1st.
At the 49-yard line.
Throwing off the play fake. Dumps it off to his running back. And they're going to get to him after a gain of close to 5 as they send him out. Back to the line they go. It's 2nd down.
It's a gain of 5.
He's going to throw it again. Brought in. And he's tackled with the 1st down yardage. Browns fighting the clock now, trying to hurry back to that line.
That's good for a Browns.
Sticking to the air here. Splits a couple of defenders and completes it. And he runs this to the 25 before being brought down. Big gain, 14 on the play. And that's good for a Cleveland 1st down.
1st and 10 at the 25-yard line.
They're going play action. Throws off the rip, but it's incomplete. That one intended for Jahan Dotson. So it's 2nd down coming up.
Nate Wiggins on the coverage.
Throwing it again here. Complete out to the right side. And they take him out of bounds, which means his offense setting up for 1st and goal.
Good offenses. Okay, good play callers know how to utilize their personnel. They know where they wanted them. They wanted them in a route in space.
And he's in. It's a Cleveland touchdown. The Browns make it a 1-score game before halftime. That one right down the middle. And the Browns cut the lead down to 4.
21. Browns 17.
We've got a good one here. They've cut the lead to 4 as they send it away. Here's Smith on the return. He's stopped on the run back at the 27. The Ravens taking over now on offense. Minimal time remaining in the half. And they'll have an even 40 seconds available to them, so expect to see at least a few plays here. On 1st and 10, it's Jackson. To the left side, caught by Andrews. And this one's brought to a halt at about the 36-yard line. Now the Ravens are going to use the first of their timeouts.
Up 2nd and a yard at the 36-yard line.
Lamar now from the gun. That's incomplete on second down. Not on the same page with his tight end. And what will they dial up on third and short? Looking to throw on third and one. And the Browns get there and take him down. Browns take the first of their 3 timeouts. Another punt brings Johnny Hecker back to the field. And before that return amounts to much, they bring him down. The Browns taking the field with barely any time left in this opening half. They still have access to a pair of timeouts, a little time left as well, so points very much in play here. Too much lead on that throw. That falls incomplete ahead of his target. Here's 2nd and 10 now from the 36. Shotgun snap, looking to throw. Throw left side is caught by Pitts. And he's going to be driven out by a defender just before he can get it up to midfield. 1st and 10, ball set up at the 48. Shotgun snap, they'll throw. Catch made. And he's out of bounds after getting this one to the opposing 45-yard line.
That's what you call efficiency. Exactly what you're looking for on first down. Textbook. It sets up second and very manageable, and it creates that space if you want to take a shot downfield.
And they make the stop, we're going to say about the 37-yard line. Just before halftime, we get a timeout taken. Double coverage, deal breaker for a lot of QBs, Brock, but less so when it's a target you trust.
You know, it's interesting, Kate, even 20-something years ago, watching Marvin Harrison and Peyton Manning work, every defense would go into every game trying to double cover him, but yet those two, like we just saw right there, just got it done regardless.
Whistles, and the offense just sneaks in that timeout, and they're going to get a chance to put up points as a result before halftime. And that one is good. A little longer, but no problem at all. So just a 1-point game here at the break, Brock, as we go over to the EA Sports Halftime Reports with our buddy Scott Hansen.
Okay, Kate, thanks very much. We roll on here on this divisional round Sunday. 2 more final scores to get to, and then we'll know the AFC, NFC title game matchups. But first, let's look back at Saturday's action. Our journey through the NFL starts now. In Tampa, the Buccaneers at home to take on the 49ers. And it's Brock Purdy leading the charge, this one of his 4 touchdown tosses on the night. From there, we go to SoFi Stadium in Inglewood, California. Let's check in on the Chargers. They're playing host to the Buffalo Bills. And it's Khalil Shakir, one of his 2 touchdown catches in the game coming right here. The Bills are moving on. They'll play again next week for the AFC title. Time now for a look at how things stand with the current picture in the AFC in the divisional round. In the game you're watching, not much to separate these two sides through 2 quarters, a 1-point game at the half. As we send you back out to the broadcast team, Kate Scott and Brock Heward.
The battle complete, Brock, as we resume play here. As finding our AFC Championship on the line. Brings in the kick at the 9. Good work so far. He's got room. And he manages the 35 before they can stop him.
So that's exactly the way you want to come out of the locker room to begin the second half. And really, Kate, this third phase of the game, the special teams, you just see the boost and the energy they can give to their team when they deliver a nice return to start this second half.
They'll throw to start the drive. Completed over the middle. And the stop is made just before he's able to reach that midfield strike. 1st and 10, ball set up at the 48. He'll look to throw. Makes the catch. And he takes it up and across midfield into Ravens territory. 2nd and 3 now.
7-yard pickup. Brings up 2nd and 3.
Shotgun snap, looking to throw. Oh, baby, he gets rocked, and the ball is out. And the Ravens make the recovery.
You know, we could go down on that field and ask any player about the first lessons they learned in the game of football, and almost every one of them kids going to say the same thing. Ball security. I bet he could even hear his old high school coach's voice in his ears right now, telling him next time, you got to hang on to it better.
Brings up 2nd and 4 at the 45-yard line.
Excellent play defensively as they get to him behind the line. That's going to bring up 3rd down. To the air on 3rd and long. Pressure coming, and he's taken down. The Browns got him. The Ravens getting ready for the punt. Johnny Hecker, the one to send it away. And a nice return out of him. They have it a little further up past their own 30. Now we see the Browns offense headed out. They lost it in enemy territory their last time out. Never a spot you want to fumble. So I imagine, Brock, it's going to be 2 hands on the football as they return to the field. Starting out with an empty backfield, Brock. Here they come. 1st and 10. Now come out throwing. Pocket isn't holding up. They're able to drop it. And after one play, this drive might already be in trouble. That's going to push him back for 2nd down.
Brings up 2nd and 17 at the 26-yard line.
And they're going to throw out of the gun. Throw came out right as the defense got to him. That's an incomplete pass. No luck finding his receiver that time. So they're left facing 3rd and long. 3rd and long for him here. Pocket isn't holding up. They're able to drop it. And they're staring at a 4th down now after that sack. The Browns are lined up to punt.
It's 4th down.
Pulled in at the 20. He dodged the tackle. They found some space to do a little damage there before they bottle him up. Now the Ravens all set for another possession. They've certainly had no issues scoring, but their opponents have been right there with them, so they could really use some more points on this drive. Henry gets it here to start the drive. And they blow up the opening play of this drive. Love the aggressiveness from this defense. Went the wrong way on 1st down, Brock. Here comes 2nd and 12.
Brings up 2nd and 12 at the 33.
Pressure coming. It's Jackson. Short pass brought in. And he's downed after getting this up to the 41. All plays on the table here for 3rd and 3. Shotgun snap to Jackson. Defender arrives right as the ball does, and the hit knocks it free. Incomplete. Baltimore lined up in punt formation. And they could really use a good one here. Fair catch hauled in at the 18-yard line. The offense returning to the field now as we get a look at their wideouts. They were only on the field for 3 plays their prior series, Brock. Let's see what changes they make to take over here. First call here coming from the shotgun. Running it now out of the gun. Dropped by the first guy he met. No gain on that 1st down run. Trying to work quickly now.
1-yard gain.
They're throwing it.
2nd and 9.
You know, it's great flying through the air, Brock, but problems on the business end as it falls to the ground. 3rd down coming up.
It's now 3rd down and 9 yards to go.
3rd and long. They're going to throw. Just got it away before the hit, but it doesn't matter. It's incomplete. 4th down coming up. Browns are lining up to punt. He fields this at the 18. And he gets his guys a few yards before they bring him down on the return. The Ravens trotting out their offense. And unsurprisingly, Brock, a great day on the scoreboard so far for him. Has him with the advantage as we move through this 3rd quarter. Fits it through the middle. And he has this to the opposing 35. Bringing the offense up to the line. 1st and 10. Lamar's going to keep this one. Decided to keep it, but couldn't escape the pressure there. They catch it behind the line. And it's not just some quarterbacks, Brock, here who got to have short memories. You tell me these two defenses need them sometime as well.
Yeah, 100%. You give up a big run, well, too bad. No time to dwell on it because you got to line up, buckle up that chin strap, and try to knock them backwards.
It's 3rd and 8. Need to get a chunk here. Air it out on 3rd. Oh, he's going to run for it. He's going to be stopped, but not before dealing some damage. He's down to the 12. It's a gain of 21 yards to pick up that first down.
And the Baltimore first down. A gain of 21 yards. And the Ravens first down.
Working inside the red zone. And this time they're going to get to him before he can get that pass away as he goes down. And the big play drives them backwards. 2nd down coming up.
It's 2nd down.
Lamar out of the pistol. And they're backed up a bunch ahead of this 3rd down, Brock, as this is out at least a few yards behind the line.
These personal downs behind the line of scrimmage.
Here he goes, 3rd and long. Into the end zone, but someone's able to knock it away. That's incomplete. On 4th now, on comes Tyler Luke, going to try this field goal for the Ravens. It's a 36-yard look from the left hash. Luke knocks it through. And that'll push their lead to 4.
You look at that 3rd down play, looking back, and it really turns into a 3-point play. It's why situational work is so critical. Coaches talk about it all the time. Sure, you love the field goal, but man, they would have loved a touchdown more.
And a great opportunity for this offense. He's out of bounds all the way up to the 40-yard line. Back out now comes the Browns offense. Their last drive didn't make it very far before they had to punt it away, partner, so hopefully this one has some better legs to it. He swarms in the middle. This gets maybe a yard. Justin Matabike making that stop. Last run only gained a yard. That means it's 2nd and 9. He's going to throw it. Has him on the quick hitter. And he's going to be hauled out on a gain across midfield, down inside the 45-yard line. On the 44-yard line now, 1st and 10. Back to throw. Pocket isn't holding up. They're able to drop him. And that sack quickly changes the tone of this series, Brock. It's 2nd down. Only 1 quarter left before we send one of these teams to the AFC title game. Now at midfield after that loss, here's 2nd and long. It's Browns football. Their season down to its final quarter if they can't erase this lead. He's got it. And they make the tackle at the 38.
You know, they really love that Drake because he's one of those guys that can count on not only to make the catch, but create after the catch. If they don't close on him quickly, he can add a lot of yards before someone tracks him down.
Pocket isn't holding up. They're able to drop him. And this defense makes the stop in a big way to bring up 4th down. Offense staying out there. Looks like they're going for it. Here he goes. Got to have this on 4th down. He's got it to him yet again. That is caught. And he's going to be hauled down at the 2. That sets up 1st and goal.
Speed kills, baby. You better make that tackle right away on these receivers or you're going to get some serious yak. Those yards after catch just like that.
That's a Cleveland touchdown. The Browns take a 4th quarter lead. This to go up by a field goal here in the 4th. The point after splits the upright. And the Browns push their lead to 3.
Browns 27, Ravens 24.
The Browns have it on the tee, and they will kick it away here. This return starts at the 5. He's brought down at what looks like the 24-yard line. Now Baltimore returning its offense to the field of play. They find themselves down here in the 4th after that touchdown. This game could end up depending on how they respond right here. Pistol snap to Jackson. Finds him over the middle. And he's short of the 1st after a mild gain. Halfway to the marker, it's 2nd and 5.
brings up 2nd and 5.
One of the tight ends in motion left. This is Henry on second. Defender gets to him right around the line. It's going to be marked as no gain, so that means 3rd down coming up. From the gun, Jackson. He's got his man. This is Walker. Free inside the 30. To the 10. It's a Baltimore touchdown. The Ravens take a 4th quarter lead. It's a Taz Walker touchdown. Luke tacks on the extra point. And the Ravens take a 4-point lead.
Ravens 31, Browns 27.
All set up. Here's Luke to kick it away. Here's Ford on the return. And in the end, he's able to get it to about the 25-yard line before he's hauled down. The Browns getting their offense out there. And this pressure has been playing volleyball in this 4th quarter, partner. That touchdown just served it over their way. Now they need a touchdown to return serve, put it back on the other sideline.
Yeah, I like what you did there. And I'll keep the analogy going. We're in the final set. It almost feels now like a must-score drive.
Another try from the 25. It's 2nd and 10. He's dropping back to throw. All in left side. And he's taken down just a couple of yards shy of the 40. They'll move the chains after that pickup of 12. New set of downs for him at the 38. Blown back in the backfield, and they give it to him. Here he goes again. And he's in. It's a Cleveland touchdown. The Browns take a 4th quarter lead. That one splits the uprights. And the Browns push their lead to 3. The Browns have it on the tee, and they will kick it away here. Here's a return from the 7. Coverage team gets him down at the 26-yard line. We see the Ravens making their way out now. And they're coming off an excellent series throwing the football that led to that touchdown, Brock. So you and I both expecting that defense to be looking for that on this series. First down, here's Lamar. Andrews has it, working downfield. And they're all the way across midfield before he's brought down. One play in, Brock, and this drive is already in enemy territory.
A gain of 26 yards. First down, Baltimore.
From the pistol, Henry crashes through a tackle. And they do get him down, but the damage is done. This gets down inside the 35-yard line. He picks up 15 on the play. And that's good for a Ravens first down.
A gain of 15. First down, Ravens.
Jackson keeping it himself. And that's when Reed goes backwards, Brock. They hand him a loss of 5. Back to the line they come, second down. Receiver in motion, headed right. Out of the gun, here's Jackson. Finds the in route, complete. And he pushes this down to the 22-yard line. So you keep this drive moving, partner. Here's another first and 10.
First down. First and 10 at the 22-yard
They send a
line.
tight end in motion. From the gun, a run for Henry. And this one's going the wrong way. Nice win for that defense as they send him backwards. A momentary speed bump there on what has otherwise been a great drive. Here's 2nd and 11.
24-yard line.
Lamar now from the gun. That one is incomplete. Couldn't hang on through the contact. Well-timed strike by that defender to knock it free. So now it's going to be 3rd and long. Looking to throw. It is caught left side. And he's got a decent gain before being brought down. Here's Tyler Loop in a high-pressure spot. He hit his first one. His second one's coming from inside of 40.
6-yard attempt.
Tracking for it, and it's good! And they've tied it up late in the 4th.
prospect of overtime now, Kate's right on the horizon thanks to that field goal. His mindset, though, it's the same as all his teammates out there who are about to take the field. Let's go get this ball back. Let's find a way to win this thing in regulation.
He's brought down just inside the 25. The Cleveland offense back out and getting set for the drive. And the last time they had it, they ran it down the field on him. I'd expect some better resistance up front if they try that again. They'll get 14 yards and a new set of downs.
As long as these are the results he's getting, they're going to be just fine with him calling his own number. He does such a good job of seeing the field and knowing when it's his time to take it himself.
So that brings us to the 2-minute warning in Cleveland. Browns with a little more work to do to win it here. New set of downs for him at the 38. Working on first down. His quick throw knocked away, incomplete. That throw was looking for Kyle Pitts. And now they face second down.
It's second down and 10.
Here he is to throw. And that tackle stops him after a solid gain. Here they come. This is 3rd and 5.
It's a gain of 5. Brings up 3rd and 5.
To throw. He had it for a moment, but a great defensive play to jar it loose. Incomplete. Just couldn't hang on through the contact. And that leaves them with 4th and 5. Now to throw. That one complete to Pitts. And he's taken out of bounds as he gets it down near the red zone. What a time to rip off that type of gain, huh? Gets him the first on 4th down.
I think every quarterback around the world would agree, Kate. You love throwing a short pass to a tight end and then give that guy a chance to show off his speed in the open field. He outruns defense to make it a much bigger game.
And they're going to bring him down as he makes it all the way to the 12. Now the Ravens are going to use the first of their timeouts. So a new set of downs. Here we go, 1st and 10. Another carry for him. And he'll come up with a gain of 3 on the run up the middle. Now we're going to have a timeout taken by Baltimore. It's second. After the 3-yard pickup, it's 2nd and 7. Back to the well again. Ran into a wall that time. Couple of guys able to hold him right at the line of scrimmage. So 3rd down now. Timeout taken by the Ravens. That is their final one. Looking to throw it. Oh, he's got it in close. And they're going to do it, Brock. They break the tie in the final minute. That's a touchdown. So how about the determination there? This game has been as hard fought as you will see. But they grab hold of the lead here with a late touchdown that may just win them the ball game.
You could almost feel them saying, Kate, we don't want overtime. Let's go out and get it done now. They accomplished their goal. But you do have to ask the question, do they leave too much time on the clock? Stay tuned.
This makes it up to the 25. Baltimore running its offense out now. And they're taking the field knowing that they need a touchdown here, Brock. More pressure on them now than they've had any drive so far this game.
Well, our colleague, Charles Davis, has a line for a spot just like this. Pressure, it can burst pipes, but can also create diamonds. Let's see what the outcome of this pressure is going to be.
And he's going to be taken down here after he takes it to the 45.
It's a gain of 20. And the Baltimore first down.
And he's going to spike it with exactly 40 seconds left on the clock. Less than 40 seconds to work with. Here comes 2nd and 10. They'll send him over right. Setting up to pass. Nothing doing there as the 2nd down pass falls incomplete.
That play right there, Kate, that just goes to show you, you can't take any completion for granted. Even some of the shortest passes in the game plan.
Here he is to throw. This one's to Andrews outright. And he hits a wall at the line and goes nowhere. Clock's still running as the Ravens try hurrying everyone up.
Fourth down.
Desperation time here. Has his man, it's cut by Andrews. And they're going to be set up just outside that red zone. Working fast as that clock ticks down.
That's good for a Baltimore first down.
And he's going to spike it with an even 10 seconds left. All right, here we go. Second down. Back to throw. Completed over the middle. And he's tackled after gaining a handful.
It's a gain of 5. Brings up third.
So to a chorus of bucks from the dog pound, the Browns take the win at home. And they took care of business just as you'd expect a 1 seed to do. And they're going to get to stay at home another week and welcome in another opponent with a conference title on the line. So that'll do it for this one. With Brock Heward, I'm Kate Scott. It's a well-earned win for the Browns. As with that, we'll sign off from Cleveland.